everyone, I wanted to do another video. I just did one in this same shirt, but another procedure that I had done back in October of 2015 was an oral surgery. I had to have teeth pulled. Now, the teeth I had pulled were on top. And the story behind this, why I had to do it, I have always had problems with getting cavities. And when I had my children, I had 3 children. My teeth got worse every time I had a child. So they would break and sometimes break off at the gum line, and they would get abscessed and they hurt so bad. And so I had to have a partial made with 2 teeth at first. Then they had to add 2 more teeth, so it had 4 teeth on it, and 2 of them were front ones and the other ones were side ones. So then the partial would rub against my other teeth, like they have wires, it was metal, and it would rub against those teeth. Well, guess what? Eventually they would either get a cavity or they would start hurting, or it just, and then would proceed into another one breaking off. Like I could be eating, say like chips and salsa, that would break my teeth. And of course, like hard candy or anything like that. And then if I had anything that was chewy, like gum or taffy, that would pull a filling out. So I was having a lot of trouble and a lot of pain. I had 2 or 3 teeth, I think, that abscessed, and the pain was so bad, I literally was pacing the floor, ready to cry. That pain was probably worse than labor pains. So anyway, this last time, I had a tooth, I don't know if it was 1 or maybe 2, and when he pulled it, my partial would no longer fit because it did not have a tooth to go around. I only had 7 teeth up top. So, one of my teeth that was left was a wisdom tooth. I still have my 2 bottom ones, but I had 1 wisdom tooth and then some other teeth just here and there. So, the only thing they could do was pull them and me get an upper plate. At first, I thought I would never get used to it because I went from October until I think the end of January or 1st of February, because my dentist wanted my gums to heal before I had a plate made. So I agreed with him. And I had to eat like soup. At first, it was like liquid things. And then I was like, I have to have some sort of meat. So I ate potted meat. I got tuna and put it through my Ninja and made it like a thick milkshake almost. You know how you'll put like the mayonnaise and the mustard in it to make like tuna salad and a pickle. But I put it through my Ninja. I know it sounds gross, but it tasted so good to me because I was so hungry where I couldn't eat much. And I had it with mashed potatoes. And then I had like applesauce. I mean, you live on soft things. So, my healing went really well. No problem with healing. My stitches was the kind that like disintegrated and you had to pull them out yourself. But everything went good. I don't smoke or anything like that. So, it healed really good. It was just sore. And I had to have, there was a bone in the roof of my mouth that kind of dipped down and had like a hump. So the roof of my mouth had to be cut open and that bone had to be shaved off. So eating and stuff like that was quite hard at first. It made my anxiety, I have anxiety, and it made my anxiety like worse going through all that. So I just didn't feel good for a while, but my mouth was healing good. So I got my upper plate, and my plate, right now I don't have anything holding it in. I tried the strips, and they hold my teeth really well, but they got really, really gooey, and I had to get a washcloth and and then take my fingers and like pick out the rest of the goop that was on my gums. I'm like, oh, I can't stand it. So then I found these Denture Seals, and I cut mine. What I was doing, I was leaving them solid, and I was just trimming them down. Well, every time I ate, that thing would slide and was like coming off the back of my plate. So my mom gave me the idea to cut the center out so the plate would still be against the roof of my mouth, but right through here where my gums are would hold it. That keeps this from sliding. I don't know if anybody else uses these wafers, but it keeps it from sliding. So there you go. I can wear one a day, but if I have anything that's like soup or say ranch, like ranch dressing, anything that's kind of creamy, it will make these kind of nasty. So I always change. But they say you can wear one the entire day, and I have. It's just according to what you eat that makes them messy. And another thing they had to do to me was replace bone, because my teeth were large. Said they left such big holes, they had to put bone in there. So I really went through a lot, but now, thank goodness, no more pain at all. I love my new smile. This is how they look. I thought they looked pretty natural. They're not super straight. They're not little tiny grandma teeth. And this is how they look. So I was really pleased with them. Right now, I don't have anything holding them in. And I'm trying to get more used to eating them. Not eating them, but eating food without having a seal. And I do, but like when I go out places, I like for them to be in there pretty tight because they will drop down. But I really like these, and they're zinc free, and they're by C-Bond. They're the original, and they also have mint. The mint is okay, but it's like you have minty gum in your mouth, and when you eat, you can still taste that mint. And to me, it kind of tingles, not really burns, but like tingles the roof of my mouth like you're actually chewing minty gum. So I just get the original. So I think I've covered everything. I'm getting used to the teeth. Like I say, at first, I had to go back several times for adjustments. They were too long going back in my mouth, so he kept trying to shorten them that way. A couple times they were making sore spots, so he had to adjust that. In the front, when I first got them, my nose was up like this, and I couldn't whistle. I couldn't kiss or do anything that it wouldn't. And there's a little muscle that's here at the top of your lip that he had to, I went back maybe twice or 3 times until he could shave down a dip where that muscle would fit, and then my lip could relax and hang down like normal. So there's a lot to get used to if you have to get an upper plate. Of course, I have all my teeth on the bottom, so I didn't have to get adjusted to 2 sets, which I know a lot of people do, the uppers and lowers. But for me, it took me a while. I'm not going to lie. It took a while to get used to them. But what helped me, I wore that partial. So since I wore the partial for so long prior to this, I was used to something being in the roof of my mouth. And of course, it didn't go back as far as this, but it helped me adjusting to this a whole lot better. So I hope that this helps you. If you have any questions, just ask. Thanks for watching. Bye.